Yeah, we find her, the beautiful girl we've been missing. We wanna have her kissing. We find her, now we in love. Say go so, the remix.
DMB, Tux Bites, remix.
Now if I had to lose you like a bad phone connection, I'd change my game to get a better reception. Sit back, let's start this interaction. Don't fight the feelings, just a chain reaction. Your heart won't give you the wrong instructions. Like my GPS, yes I got the right direction. We gotta merge together like a road intersection. Last stop is gonna be my love and affection. I ain't like the mother dudes, they wanna call you shorty, but I'ma call you a beautiful girl. I took your picture home, my mama saw it, she's a very, very beautiful girl. I wanna put you in my video, cause you're so beautiful. You're a beautiful girl. So when you hear us in your radio, turn up your stereo. It's beautiful girl.
Gotta find a shorty, what's worth of a lady. It's nice but maybe doesn't look like 40. It's taking a little time. I wasn't seeing no signs, any traces of my baby. Who's gonna be my baby? But I thought I'm gonna take my time with things to go off an eye. I saw a shorty passing by. She's got this very pretty smile. He was right at the bus station. I tried to make a conversation, holding her arms, feeling so tough. I felt this sensation. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. And now I realize I found me a beautiful girl. She's a model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it by. Beautiful girl, sparkling eyes, a killing eye. I found me a beautiful girl.
Body me LP, oh yeah,
My wish came true when I saw you, girl. God must have blessed me with your beauty, girl. Looking so right from your head to your toe. Shaped like a Coke bottle with a smile of a queen. My queen to be, you my destiny. Got a body of a goddess with your beauty. I'm impressed and I'm never in distress. Come on over and be mine. Been searching for a man and now all the cats keep looking to mine. With a sexy walk and a sexy talk. She must be from a planet called the sexy world. I know I ain't tripping, better yet I'm thinking put a ring on the finger. We look good together. Take your place in my heart. With your beauty I'ma say that I'll never turn away. Who would think I'm in love?
Such the way she smiles at me just really makes me weak. The way she speaks to me just really make me go so weak. Keep staring in her eyebrows. All I kept on saying is wow. If you touch as a breezy night, all I really want in my life. Oh yeah, it's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl, sparkling eyes, killing thigh. I found me a beautiful girl. Yeah, beautiful girl. One beautiful girl, yeah. Beautiful girl.
Damn. Money. You seen her? Hot Ice. Have you seen her? LP. Have you seen her? I'ma go over to Tux Bites. I know you've probably seen her. He has a lot of beautiful girls with him. Tux, it's DMB, baby. Look,
Beautiful.
I look for a while, but I can't seem to find a beautiful girl so I can make her mine. Time after time, I've been searching for a while, but every girl I meet never seems worthwhile. What can I do? I pray to God for an answer. I feel pains in my heart like cancer, and when I find her, I'm gonna romance her. Lace of her presents and gifts, call me Santa. Claus, I make a heartbeat pause. That's my girl, homeboy, not yours. The girl of my dreams, she's more than I ever thought. Show me Aston Kutcher, I think I'm getting pumped. She's what I really want, so I'ma go get her. Since I'm a go getter, you know I'm gon' get her. And I will give her the world, anything for my beautiful girl.
Psych. Ooh, it's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl, sparkling eyes, killing
missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
Man of prestige. Ha! Now this guy win. Now you win. Now you win today. Now you win. Now you win. I agree. Man of prestige. Now man you be.
I'm sure some people will be jealous now the way I talk about Ola. But I have learned a lot from him. That's why I keep telling you to follow him. If you don't follow Man of Prestige, now you know.
All right, welcome back. Welcome. What's going on? I'm still on the road. Hello, everyone. All right, what's going on? Let me just check. I'll see if anybody is leaving us comments. All right. Yeah, we do have a couple of comments here. That's awesome. Welcome. Actually, I'm gonna make one of them probably a topic. All right, let's see. Shout out to Cherished Olivia TV. She said what the lady did is not bad. I'm sure she had her reasons. She's talking about the Japa situation. Welcome back. My name is Ola. I'm coming to you live from my Empire Pro Studios on the road, mobile. This is Man of Prestige. Over here, we talk about relationships, and we basically extract lessons from trendy topics around relationships. Okay. That's what we do here. All right, welcome back. Shout out to all my sponsors. Shout out to Mo Fresh, Richie, Life with Natu, Adesua, Film Girl, Open Floor by Tima, Show Mama, Gorex Corner, and of course D Love. I am looking for today's sponsor of today's show. Right now, for the month of November, our goal is $9,000. We're up to $9.19. Last show we were at $6.39. Yes, you can sponsor the show for as low as 99 cents. All right, so thank you so much. I appreciate you. Welcome back again. Like I said, we cover trendy topics, okay, from a self-power, social, out of seduction, attraction, and emotional intelligence standpoint. We stay away from right and wrong rhetoric. Okay, I just don't believe they work. Okay, moral standards, all that kind of stuff. I think they work at personal levels. In terms of using it to build structure into society, that's backwards. Okay, you have to first of all build value first before we shame people. All right, and clearly the world is changing. All right, so welcome back. By the way, you can download the books for free. You can download one book for free so far. Okay, you can download this book for free at loveandprestige.com. You can also attend a free masterclass there on romantic relationships in modern times. Okay, so this book you can download it for free right now as we speak, but come December 30, okay, come December 30, you'll be able to download this one as well. You'll be able to access this book. Well, we're going to make them available all over the place in December, so please be on the lookout for that launch event. All right, great. Back at it. What else do we have going on? Oh yeah, if you haven't joined us in the back end, feel free to join us on WhatsApp. It's lolaanola.com/WhatsApp. Okay. All right. Now, with that being said, let's get into today's business. We don't have that much time. Okay. We have a few things to cover, as you can see, and I will be right back.
Your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
All right, let's talk about the first thing I want to talk about first. There's a comment here. Let me see if I can copy the first part of the comment and make that a title. Because I want to engage. If you're commenting and you're leaving comments and stuff like that, I want to engage you first. and everything else is secondary. Okay, this person says marriage isn't beneficial for men. Marriage isn't beneficial for men. I wonder where it's coming from. Let me read the whole thing. Let me see. What time is it? All right, there you go. It says there's literally no upside for a man. I have never even been remotely tempted to marry. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. So he said, I've never been remotely tempted to marry. Growing up in the same town, I have seen multiple marriages implode, and the men always say the same thing. They got screwed in the divorce. Now, here I am, nearing 40, had multiple relationships. Shout out to Stuart. That's the name of the person. Here I am, nearing 40, had multiple relationships, and due to my aversion to marriage, as have seen friends' marriages crumble the exact same way, I have throughout my life, and even if the wife cheats, she's still entitled to have. Even if the wife cheats, she's still entitled to have your stuff. Make that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. You're right. You probably should stay away from marriage. If you have this mindset, you're better off. You'll be doing yourself and the rest of the world a favor by staying away from marriage. I mean that. I promise you, I mean that with all my heart. And there's a few reasons, but probably the first reason that comes to mind is if you're going to, by any chances of stretch of the imagination, because the fact that you have to spell this out in so many words tells me that you still have doubts in your mind that you haven't made the right decision staying away from marriage, and that's dangerous. Okay, I want you to know that the right decision is to stay away from marriage, right? If you still have doubts, that's when you go around the internet, you're typing this kind of stuff. If you truly believe what you believe, hold on. If you truly believe what you're saying, you just believe. You don't have to sell that to anyone, right? You just believe what you believe. You never have to sell that to anyone. By the way, do me a favor, hit that like button as you're coming in. Hit that like button. You never have to sell it to anyone that you don't want marriage, right? So all you have to do is just know that everyone's path is different. Now, I turned 44 a few days ago, and my overall experience, my overall feeling about marriage is that it is in fact a good thing. He who finds a good wife is in fact a beautiful thing, right? But now, with that being said, if you find a bad wife, right? So now, I had a topic that I covered a few days ago where I talked about what exactly is a bad wife. You know, like how do you define a bad wife, right? Something to that effect, right? Are you saying it's bad because your experience is bad? Because do you have bad experience in marriage, or you had a bad wife? Do you have bad experience in marriage, or you had a bad husband? Those are two different things, and you need to identify which one of them is your situation. There's a good chance that if you're one of the culprits, like one of the partners, you're not going to be able to determine. You need other people to help you see from outside of the forest, and then they can say, well, the situation you're talking about is bad experience, but you could have done this, you could have done that, you could have done that, right? But even with all of that, that mindset you have right now, especially that gives you the urge to go on the internet and be trying to sell the idea that marriage is not beneficial to men, that mindset, it's dangerous to go into marriage. Don't go into, because you're right.
Well, you're right.
Yeah, don't go into marriage. Don't do it. Okay, it's not worth it. Okay, you will basically punish yourself, but you'll punish other people's children, another person's daughter, right? Stay away from marriage, because when you go into a game feeling defeated, yes, it's a game. When I say game, I'm not talking about playing games with other people's life. I'm talking about it requires skills. Okay, you need to know what you're doing, right? So when you go into a game with the mindset that you're a loser, the rest of the universe has no choice but to agree with you. You're going to attract what you fear the most. Okay, that's in addition to the fact that yes, life is tough, and a lot of things that you said in your comment can in fact be your reality, because life is not guaranteed. Just because you go into a marriage does not mean it's going to be perfect. Wait, sorry, let me slow down. It's not the marriage's fault. Just because you were born into this life does not mean that your life will be perfect. There's going to be ups and downs, and that's just life. This has nothing to do with marriage. It's just that marriage is a function of the life of the people in it, right? So again, he says there's literally no upside for a man. No. Let's correct that statement. There is no upside for you. There's literally no upside if you go into marriage. It's not worth it. Don't do that to yourself. Okay? It says, I've never even remotely tempted to marry. Good. Let's keep it that way. Okay? And what I'm suspecting is that you're having doubts about that decision. No, let's keep it that way. Okay? For your own good. That's the priority anyway, because you're going to rub shoulders off and hurt people anyway. That's just life. Okay? But if we can avoid not hurting people, can we just avoid that? Don't go into marriage. It's not worth it. Okay? It says, growing up in the same town, I've seen multiple marriages implode, and the men always say the same thing. Good. The majority of men say that, right? What are the women saying? Have you taken the time? Because if you're going to really do a proper assessment of what particularly is going on, you would also be telling me what the women are saying. But you know what? Never mind. Don't do it. Don't worry about it. Because if you go ask women, what do they think? You're probably going to approach that situation with the bias. It's not going to work. You're not going to get an authentic, objective answer. Even if you did, you're not going to hear it, right? Because you've made up your mind. Okay, so it's just better to stay away. So they got screwed in the divorce. The men get screwed in the divorce. Again, it makes sense that men will be saying that. That makes sense to me, okay? Especially if these are men that have been screwed. They collected shege, right? Inside marriage, right? So it makes sense that they're saying they got screwed. It makes sense that you probably look for more stories like that, right? By the time you get to 30 stories out of about, 100,000 marriages, you basically will conclude, right, that it's just a bad deal for men, especially that you can relate with men. It makes complete sense to me. All right. Now it makes sense to me also that you're doubting that maybe it's not that bad. No, don't do it. Don't go into marriage. Stay away from marriage. Marriage is not for everyone. Can we all agree that marriage is just not for everyone? But we need to be specific. This is your experience, okay? Now, here I am nearing 40, had multiple relationships, and due to my aversion, right? Multiple relationships ended due to your aversion. Exactly. See, I didn't read that right earlier. Now I'm reading it right. It makes sense because you attract what you fear the most. That's just how life works. Anything you want to do in life, if you feel like there's value in it, you do it. But you also do it preparing to win in it, right? You don't just go there and say, hey, it's supposed to be perfect, it's going to be perfect. That's not going to work, right? And I've seen friends' marriages crumble the exact same way I have through, you're probably a fine boy. You can attract a lot of women and you're probably having trouble retaining women. Marriage will not work for you, bro. Anything long-term relationships will not work. Your life will be a lot more better, especially if you stay away from marriage channels like this and stop engaging conversations about marriage since you don't want it, because that's dictating, that's giving that you're doubting your decision. And I think that's a bad idea because somebody's daughter is going to be involved in that situation and it's a bad idea altogether. All right. So, but to the ultimate answer to your question, if it's a question at all, I don't think it's a question. I think it's a confused statement. Marriage isn't beneficial for men. That statement is false, dead on arrival. For you, it will be correct. All right. So that's all I have. Let me know what you think in the comments about this. I'll be right back.
Beautiful girl, sparkling eyes, I find a beautiful girl.
Girl, it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touch loving her. We done enough.
All right, on bended knees with Moses Bliss. Moses Bliss, where's Moses Bliss? Let me share my screen with you at this point in time. Moses Bliss apparently showed up to a wedding and stole the shine, and you know, there's this thing that's on. Let me share my screen with you. Boom. Oh, not that one. This one. Yay. All right. Let's talk about Moses Bliss. Moses Bliss is one of my favorite gospel artists out of Nigeria right now. Okay. New miracle every morning. I receive daily. I know Jesus, you taking care of me. Beautiful song. Love the song. And I love you're the favor to fail me. As a favor. I'm probably butchering it, but you get the gist. But anyway, he showed up to this wedding. Watch. My hand. All right, let me stop that. Just in case you don't know what's going on here. As soon as he showed up to this wedding, the wife left, kind of like just left the husband. I'm going to play it again. Let's go back. All right. Kind of left the, like, started slapping the host, the comedian person, comedian, what do you call them? The MC, right? Started slapping, and then she's so happy. And then, you know, she ran to Moses Bliss and then knelt down in front of him as he continued to sing. He continued to sing, right? And, you know, this started a big conversation online, and then people were like, whoa, why would you do that? Why would you go and kneel down in front of another man during your own wedding? Blah, 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 blah. And I couldn't help but to just see why marriages are ending. Not because of Moses Bliss. It's because, not because of this couple at all. This couple would be fine. They will have their own journey. It's because of the type of reaction that the public tend to have about this type of issue. It's no wonder why their marriages are ending. It's little to no wonder. Okay, to me it's very, very obvious when I see these reactions, right? It's just a lot of things that's not that deep. If this is that deep for you, what are you going to do inside of marriage after you find out that the person you married is evolving into another person on a second by second basis? Right? What are you going to do? You're going to be like, well, they're evil. They change when they get into marriage. That's what you're going to say, right? And then you throw your hands in the air and tell everybody that this woman or this man has scum, right? This kind of reactions. Let me read some of the reactions to you, okay? So it says, if my wife embarrasses I'm quoting, if my wife embarrasses me like this on our wedding day, that means going to kneel down in front of another man, she'll go to her father's house from there. Nigerian men react to Nollywood actress. Okay, she's actually a Nollywood actress, Ekene Umenwa, who is getting married, leaving her husband to kneel for singer Moses Bliss as he performs at her wedding reception. There are two sides to this story, and I'm going to cover both stories. This reaction, this person cannot last in marriage. The person that reacted this way. The person wrote, if my wife embarrasses me like this on our wedding day, I will ask for the mic and announce an end to the marriage there and then. All right, so the same people who run around and say women are ending marriage will talk like this in reaction to just a moment. That is really not that deep. She's clearly excited about Moses Bliss, okay? So now Moses Bliss is huge, it's big, okay, at this point in time. And whether the celebrity now, Michael Jackson or way don't die, Jay-Z or way be billionaire, Tubaba or way get pointed nose, or any of these Yahoo dripping boys, we say them be pastors and gospel artists. If my wife mistakenly bend one knee, not to talk of two, hold them like this, you go from there, they go your papa house. You go from there to your father's house. Anyways, I won't marry Olodosha. All right, so that is overreaction at best, and this is exactly what people do inside of marriage. They overreact. They don't have enough patience for themselves first. In terms of what is going on, first of all, there's a crisis. Let me first of all find out what's going on before I start yawning dust. Anyway, so that's that reaction right there. But you know, the second side of the story is the MC came out to come and the MC came out to come and do Shalaye.
Explain because no evidence.
All right, but before the MC came out come and do Shalaye, there's this post here. A media personality, Frank Edoho, berates singer Moses Bliss for holding actress. So Moses Bliss was also holding her and hugging. I guess it's a hug. Why do they say Frank is some media personality? I don't know who this is, but I think I've seen the name somewhere before. Frank says, I can't blame the singer for her reaction, but he shouldn't have held her when she slashed onto him like that. Direct the bride back to her husband and calm her euphoria. That's the etiquette. Baba, that one is not. She's excited. He probably was also soaked in whatever was going on, right? All right. So it's a hug. Come on, Nigerians. Come on. It's 2023. Like, come on now. Yeah. Look at this one. Okwa Aziz said, me, I for don't marry the girl, go the pastor house after the wedding. Then I go enter strip club. I bet Uncle Aziz is not married. He doesn't know what he's talking about. BC man, nothing to see here. Please move on. Except you know get job and you want chase clout. Exactly. So this is all hyper. Now the MC came out to do Shalaye. Watch this. Popular comedian Skid Deacon Famous explains why his bestie went on bended knees for Moses Bliss. Let's see.
Okay, good morning everybody. We've been seeing lots of the posts circulating on the internet from Ekene's wedding. So first, I was there. I was not just there, I was the MC of the event. And I was the one who invited Moses Bliss to surprise Ekene because it was what she wanted. She wanted a worship section for her wedding, all right? But she couldn't get Moses. You know, the guy, first of all, he was too busy to even attend. So it was such a difficult task getting him to Benin for the wedding yesterday.
Okay, it was in Benin.
Moses is one of her favorite gospel music ministers. So she listens to Moses all the time. Because of that, as her friend, I had to do the extra. Me just pass back, go follow Moses align. And to God be the glory, he honored me, he honored us, and he came. So when Moses came, Ekene now. Okay, good morning everybody.
Wait. Go.
Honored us, and he came. So when Moses came, Ekene now rushed towards him and
okay, Baba, move faster now.
Get offended. Not all husbands are misogynistic like you or things like you. The husband went on his own knees to pray. Now, last night after the wedding, I went to drop Ekene's younger sister at home. Then when I got there, another of Ekene's sister, before I know, bloggers don't twist them. Now, this is it.
Baba is explaining.
She wasn't kneeling down for Moses. She was kneeling down for the anointing that Moses came with. She was kneeling down for the song he got from the Spirit. She was kneeling down to pray. She was kneeling down to honor God.
I is explaining
the atmosphere.
All right, I'm gonna end that right there. Over explanation, also they end marriage. Just so you know, okay? There's just some people that you never have to explain yourself to. It's not necessary. Okay, anybody can see that she's excited. That should be good enough. If that's not a good enough explanation, this over explanation is giving another angle to why people, like, what do you expect people to do now? That they should understand you. You go explain Go explain yeah, Baba. That's unrealistic expectation. These people don't make up their mind. They will end up in marriage. It's okay. Just let them be, okay? They would never understand. Let them be telling themselves what they're going to do to run away from a marriage before it ever happens to them. Anyway, that's all I have for this particular segment. I'll be right back.
Beautiful girl,
it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One loving up, we
All right, let's talk about Gabrielle Union. She hints a red flag. She hints a red flag, and I want to know what your thoughts are about this topic. I'm going to share my opinion, and then we keep it moving. Let me see what she said.
You know they're the wrong.
Wait. Well, hold on. Let's see here. There you go. Let me share my screen. There you go. Let's see.
You know they're the wrong one if they treat wait staff poorly. If they, you know.
They're the wrong one if they treat wait staff poorly. They're the wrong one. What do you think? Do you think that's a red flag? If a person treats wait staff wrongly, like you're waiting, like the waiter at a restaurant, are they the wrong one? What wrong one? She didn't say husband or husband, right? She said the wrong. Let's continue.
No, they're the right one if they're willing to grow with you. You know.
If they're willing to grow with you, they're the right one. I think we had that conversation here before. Now, I don't follow Gabrielle Union like that. Okay, I'm not really a big fan of the public stuff with their children. That's some weird stuff for me personally. It's probably a function of how I was raised. It's just weird. Okay, no judgment. But I also understand that when you haven't been through something, it's easy to run your mouth. So let me stop. But let's talk about this stuff. Everything she's saying right now makes sense. She said, if they're willing to grow with you, that's a good one. I like that.
No, they're the wrong one if they ain't got no friends.
If they don't have any friends, they are the wrong one. If they don't have any friends, they are the wrong one. What do you think about that? Right? Like most normal people have some kind of someone that calls them from every now and then, once a week. I call you, say, hey, what's going on? Oh, that's my friend. They don't have to be it. She didn't say best friend. Okay, she said you don't have any friends. What do you think about that? I'm wondering what your thoughts are about that.
Or they don't introduce you to their friends.
Or if they don't introduce you to their friends, they're the wrong one. There's nuances to all of this because there's once upon a time, I don't know if you guys are previewed on the conversation I had with my wife, and she used to feel like I had to introduce her to everybody, and I just unpick who I thought was important. But today I see where she's coming from. It just makes people feel like they're not important. So I understand that. All right, but at that time I meant no harm. Okay, it's usually when we're in passing, we're moving too fast, there's a party going on, I'm not really in this, it's basically me, it's still not right. It's still not it's not proper etiquette to have a young lady with you and you're not introducing to people that you're saying hello to. Okay, but I didn't know any better, so and that's not an excuse. I just didn't know any better. All right, but anyway, so she's saying if they don't introduce your friend, they're not. She would have been wrong with that, because there are some friends that I introduce some. If we're too moving fast or it's too awkward or anything like that, I may just shy away from that. So if you're interpreting what she said from that standpoint and you're overreacting, then maybe my wife and I would not be together today, 16 years later. Anyway, so, but what do you think? What are your thoughts around that? Let me continue.
You know they're the right one if they don't need you to complete them. They are whole and healed all on their own.
Wait. Yeah, that one has lots of nuances that we need to talk about. Okay. That one is not 100% truth. To some extent, it's true. This is why generalizations are very dangerous. We all generalize, by the way. Generalizations are very dangerous, because if you take this, you run with it, and it's not your unique situation, you might just end up in the bottle with whatever relationship you're trying to start. What do I mean? Let me go over it again.
You know they're the wrong one if when you go to the bathroom for that first time at their house or their apartment or wherever, and you close the door, if that space behind the door is filthy, or there's a ring that looks like it's been there for a while in the
dirty bathroom,
you better run, because there's a lot of filth and flarny filth that is just awaiting you. So don't pass go, don't collect $200. Get the hell out of there.
You see, that's in the eyes of the beholder. I'll be very, very careful with a lot of that. Yeah, I'll be very, very careful with all of that, right? But anyway, if it makes you feel some type of way personally, then that's probably something you should pay attention to, because there's probably more. It's probably true in that level, right?
You know they're the right one when they have a healthy balance of loving their mother without being codependent.
Loving their mother without being codependent. I think that's a good one. Mommy's boy is a real thing, okay? It's not about how you feel, gentlemen. It's about what it makes her feel. Pay attention to that.
And here's a bonus. You know they're the wrong one if they pronounce the L in salmon, because it's salmon.
In salmon is salmon? Are we talking about the fish? Wahala.
They say conversate, you know, where they call women females. You know they're the right one when they refuse to repeat ancestral trauma and pass that on to you. When they've taken the time to acknowledge what was traumatic that happened to them, probably happened to their parents, happened to their grandparents.
You know they're the wrong one if they're psychoanalyzing you. Let me add that to it. This is just too much. If you're carrying all of this on your head before you enter marriage, Baba, you go attract everything you feel. It will become fear. I said, Baba, Ati Mama, I'm just warning you now, okay? We have the book, #1 Red Flag, coming out soon. Make sure you look out for it, all right? So this is already too much.
And they have refused to bring that into your relationship. Ooh, bonus! You know they're the right one and they're not afraid to get therapy. Yeah, and even together, individual, together. Because they value being healed. You know they're the wrong one if they treat...
Therapy, okay? Easy on the therapy stuff. Everyone just take it easy, okay? Can you at least learn how to be a nice, kind person first? Learn how to be interested in other people first before you master, because you gotta list out all this nonsense. A lot of it is nonsense. Not on surface as she's saying it, but when we start to apply it to individual life, it's going to become a bunch of nonsense. Okay, you're going to end up psychoanalyzing people. You're going to end up not finding anybody, because that's going to show up in your energy. I'm warning you. I'm warning you.
Wait staff poorly. If they... Oh! You know they're the right one if they're willing to grow with you. You know they're the wrong one if they ain't got no friends, or they don't introduce you to their friends. You know they're the right one if they don't need you to complete them. They are whole and healed.
If they don't need you to complete them, they are whole and healed. There's also the opposite flip side of that that's just very, very bad. Okay? We are human beings. Okay? We need connection. It's a need. It's a basic human need. Okay? So if you're pushing against that, you're wasting all your energy pushing hard against that, you might end up hurting yourself. Now, it is very true that it's a balance. You don't want to be codependent and you're soaking or draining life out of the relationship, right? But just relax. Ultimately, relax. It's not that deep. All
on their own. You know they're the wrong one.
Now, even my relax, that one too, don't take that as a religion. Some of you need to learn how this works. You need to learn game more than memorizing whatever she's saying, okay? So, I don't know, a lot of it, again, on paper, it makes sense. When you start to apply it to people's life, it becomes another monster. It becomes another animal entirely. Every good solution also creates additional problems. And we're in that space, we need to start paying attention to the obsession with red flags.
And if when you go to the bathroom for that first time at their house or their apartment or wherever, and you close the door, if that space behind the door...
If they're not cleaning their bathroom, yeah, that's kind of extra, but just relax, okay? She and her husband are not marriage goals. Return that boy you turned into a girl to her real mom. You see? Look at the people she's talking to. Relationship, they are the wrong ones if they don't have friends. Okay, madam, go face them family, I beg. Leave real men out of your fucking... Jesus. The number 4 and keen mouth. Jesus Christ. Be vicious. Somebody said, no be everybody like plenty people around them. Small circles are always the best. I feel like the more people I left into my life, the more... Okay, fine girl, no sense. They're not feeling her. Honestly, growth and maturity makes you realize having many friends ain't worth it. She didn't say many friends. They have friends at all. Oh my God. Anyway, these are the issues. They're overanalyzing it now. That's all. I'm going to leave it right there. What do you think? What are your thoughts about this? I would like to know what your thoughts are about this. Let me get some smoke. All right, I'll be right back.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
All right, welcome back. Let's talk about Etim Effiong. Is that how they pronounce it? I'm probably butchering his name. Etim Effiong, Toyosi's husband. Okay, this guy right here, this couple right here, okay, good couple, you know. I love what they represent thus far. I don't really follow them that much. I like him in acting, and I don't really follow Toyosi like that. But let me see, the title here, shout out to Instablog Nigeria, say how my husband, actor Etim Effiong, responded after I told him I don't want to outshine him. So what do we have as a title here? Etim Effiong wants wife to outshine him. Oh, let's see what we're talking about here. So the Toyosi wrote this on social media. Toyosi, have I shared the story of how I had a pensive look one day? I was slowly stepping into the realization of my purpose. All right, I love the sound of that. And just how powerful I was within, and I was bothered about the effect my light and power would have on those closest to me, primarily my husband. Shout out to all the masculine alpha male lame on the internet today, right? I know that's what she's talking about. Like, dim your light for your husband. Don't be too ambitious, right? Now, obviously, that's just weird to preach that to anybody, any human being. What if you had a daughter? Would you say that to her? Like, stop being lame, Jesus Christ. But there's a lot of them talking like that on the internet. Okay, I think that's what she's. So, before you know it, it can affect self-esteem of a woman. Okay, if she's lingering around a bit too long, right? She might start to wonder: is it because I've achieved too much? It's like to some extent, but what's the point in trying to dim somebody's light? I don't like. The point is what? To rewind the time of that particular person's life, or to, at the macro level, to avoid a bunch of women not getting married? Overall, I think it's net negative to discourage women from trying to achieve or being ambitious. I think it's net negative. I see the point. I think pride is something that we all have to manage pride, right? But that's across the board. Like, just pay attention to social construct. Have some social intelligence. Understand that, yes, being an overachiever as a woman, if you don't know how to manage that, yes, that can hurt you, right? In terms of what you want in the romantic department. So, but when you hear a lot of these men that are barking, just literally their solution is to dim the light, it can start to affect self-esteem. You know, it can definitely start to affect self-esteem. Let me bring this down a little bit. There you go. All right. So I understand. I get where she's going there. Let me just make sure that this thing is not increasing in volume by itself. All right, good. We're good. All right, good. All of a sudden, I started hearing the background music be too loud. Anyway, so she said, I was bothered about primarily my husband, and it showed that I was bothered. What is it? Silence. Okay. Tell me, what is it? That was Etim asking, right? Tell me, what is it? Did something happen? Still silent. Toyosi, I whispered nervously, I don't want to outshine you. Most likely not what he was expecting to hear, but I had to get it off my chest. It went quiet for a few seconds as he processed what I had just said. He knew about my wild dreams, about what I knew so far about my purpose, the strength of my gifts, and the fire in my belly. And it was important to me in that moment to know that I had his consent to express all fully. Wow. I only wonder how many women feel the same way, that they feel like they have to dim their light, right? It's got to be net negative. I don't think it's like, I think we can teach women social intelligence without dimming their light. That's what I'm trying to say. I think it's a retarded behavior. Excuse me, no disrespect to the retards. I think it's weird. I think it's lack of game to try to dim people's light because of this kind of stuff. But I like this. Okay, so expressively, his response felt like an impartation. He said, I release you to fly, Toyosi. Fly at the highest level that you can. And with that, the burden was lifted. I felt emboldened and encouraged. I had the full support of the most important person in my life. I think they're celebrating their anniversary or something. Full support of the most important person in my life, and it was liberating. I began to make preparations to take flight. A little while later, I took flight, and I'm still ascending. Love it. Fully covered. Thank you, Etim. Happy anniversary. Yeah, I think they are probably a few years in. I don't know, 7 years, 5 years, 6 years. But good job. It's not a marriage conversation template. I'm not a marriage counselor. No, it is. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. Don't let anybody dim your light, including the lames that don't think there are principles that create good marriages. There are some principles that are just equal across the board. If you have a husband who knows how to seduce his wife with words, fly to your sea. That is a template for good marriage. You know, everything works for people. Shut up there. That works across the board if you know how to speak life into your partner. Don't go and ask questions that will make your spouse say, what's wrong with you with this one? Well, obviously, application is another level. Okay, but this principle here is very simple. Learn how to speak life into your partner. That's a very seductive behavior. That's the point here. And it's very important that everybody learns that. Very, very important that anybody who is looking to succeed in long-term relationships, particularly marriage, must know how to speak life into their partner. It doesn't mean you should just go out there and be acting lame and just be saying, I'll release you to fly. No, it's based on what she wants. It's based on what he wants. Pay attention to what they want. What are their concerns, right? Soothe their feelings, right? Their feelings, the first thing you go to is what's right and what's wrong, as opposed to where is it coming from. You don't take the time. You're just in a rush to tell them what's right and what's wrong. Anti-seductive. You're a moralizer, police, brute force. You will kill the attraction, literally. Okay? Logically, the fact that a married woman in Nigeria has to ask for permission to fly is a real problem. No, it's not that basic either. That's also lame. It's at emotional level. All right, the extremes are lame. Okay, it's normal that she felt the way she felt because of society, right? The fact that she's a married woman, she has to ask, this is just our reality. We need to learn how to face reality and then learn how to navigate them without becoming another moral police. Okay, take a deep breath, relax. My ex that I released to fly, now another man roof, she go land, and this person has a verified account, wasting his $15 on verified accounts with Instagram. People are slow. My own response would have been, darling, you can never outshine me. Shine your shine, make I shine my shine. What would I do for you? It wouldn't mean they will actually shine you. Am I Rafagbo? But what do you think about this? What are your thoughts around this? I'm sure your mind is all over the place. But what are your thoughts around this? I would like to know what you think about this. Do you think it's an extreme to say shine? Is it that deep? It's not that deep. What does it make her feel when she said that? She's still repeating it to today. Did she fly to another man's arm? That your woman we know say anything will eventually fly into another man's harm. You're speaking it to life already. I'll be right back.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
All right, welcome back. Let's talk about Davido's aide, Israel. I think there's a news that's somewhere that I saw that he lost his marriage or something like that. This guy, yeah. Crooner, Davido'S Aide, Israel, and wife part ways. He said, my wife at Sheila Courage, and that one said, in your effing dreams. Ouch. Ouch. Oh my God. What happened? That, oh my God. Kilagbe Kilaju. Look at that. That's Israel, who is always behind Davido. I think he's one of his people in his camp. Crooner Davido'S Aide, Israel and wife part way. Things are falling apart between Israel and Sheila, and despite the stingy husband tales, they said he's stingy, trailing Israel. Only the two of them know what happened, and only God can intervene at this stage. Marriage is not easy at all, and if you are single, do not judge a marriage that crashed within a year or even 20 years. There's no recipe to making it work. There are recipes to making marriage work. Please stop saying this. Please become a campaign of this. Start telling people to stop saying this, please. Okay? There are recipes to making marriage work. Okay? It's like saying there's no recipe to making it to your destination when you start driving just because people have accidents. It makes no sense, okay? And it's starting to really get worse and worse. Just start listening to it. You see, everybody's saying it. And the same everybody are losing their marriage, or they have people in their life losing their marriage. And they're using Davido'S Aide, Israel, to be their measuring yardstick. And what goes on in the relationship changes when couples marry. But that's life. That's not just marriage. Life evolves. People evolve while they're going through life. If you just put marriage back where it belongs, it's an institution and it's based off of your skills. If you don't have the skills, yes. And part of not having the skills is saying things like there is no recipe to making it work. That is part of lack of game. Okay? There are recipes to making it work. Okay? So if you apply the recipe and it doesn't work for you, then we will now talk. But until then, stop saying this, okay? I wish them a happy party and a happy reunion. Somebody said, you said it all. People judge too much. I feel this generation is always happy with sad news. It's like they look forward to things like this. Stella, you said it all. Before I got married, when I hear a couple is divorced and I feel maybe they did not try enough. It's not about they did not try enough, okay? You can't flip from there's no recipe all the way to the extreme they didn't try enough. The truth is somewhere in between, in the middle, okay? Learn how to play there. Learn how to listen to nuances. You don't have to have the answer always, okay? This is an attempt to always have an answer, and you're not going to always have an answer, okay? In life, you're not always going to have an answer. That's not just marriage. That's just life in general, okay? And sometimes you just like, well, wish them luck. You don't have to say, well, they didn't work on it. Oh, they didn't try hard. Do you have to say that? Or do you have to say, there's no recipe for it? No, you don't have to say either of the two. You could just pray and keep it moving. You could just be like, well, I wonder what happened. I would like to learn from their experience. Because that's how developed world are created. They learn from experiences. It doesn't mean it's perfect, but you can compare it to third world country and you can say, something is different with this one. Or you can cap and say, yeah, it's the same everywhere. You are lying to yourself. Okay, you're lying to yourself basically, and you don't even believe your own lies. You can't even believe your own lies because you know you're lying.
Why the fuck you lying?
Anyway, speaking of another Japa, let me leave that story alone. So the guy, this video was trending earlier on Instablog Nigeria. I thought I should play it. So the voice you're hearing right now is Davido'S Aide Israel, whose marriage just allegedly collapsed, and he's hailing another man who brought Australian wife. This is the new type of Japa right now. A bunch of Nigerian boys they are bagging a lot of white women. Are you paying attention? Watch this.
You bring woman from Australia to Benin. Yes, now from Australia you bring Oyibo. You bring Oyibo come Benin City as your wife. You don't marry her. Now your wife, you don't marry her. You don't marry her. Now so, Now so Australia. Now so Australia from Australia to Benin.
From Australia to Benin.
Now welcome to Benin. Yes. You bring
anyway.
to Benin.
So a lot of Nigerian boys are marrying white women, Japa tickets, but these white women are japaing to Nigeria to go see what's going on, and they're having a good time with some of this young men and getting some. She's probably feeling young. She got a short dress on and all. Oh my God, it's a new era. Wetin man no go see for this life? Oh, hey, Jesus. Lovely. Anyway, that's all I have for you on this very short mobile episode. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, let everybody know we're here, we're extracting lessons. Okay, let's talk in the chat, in the comment area. I want to know what your thoughts are about this marriage relationships in particular. It's really a relationship issue. Like I said, marriage could be all right if you just get some game, right? Stop telling yourself there's no recipe for winning. People are winning, they're just not on the internet whining and complaining. The loudest one on the internet are the ones that obviously, sadly, they might have had the worst of experience, right? And I pray for those people. I wish them best, but you need to do extra work in finding the people that are having good experience, and don't let somebody come and tell you that marriage is downside for men or for women and all that kind of nonsense. There's no recipe. That's all lies. It's a lie. Don't let them lie to you. Okay? You too, you can experience your fantasy is a good thing. Fantasy has to be managed, right? You fantasize about having a good marriage, okay? That is still possible, but it's not possible if you put a blindfold on and you walk into it and then you come back and you come and tell us that it's a scam. No, you are a scam if you say that. You are the scam, okay? You shouldn't have gone into marriage. If you are saying things like men are scum, don't go into a marriage. If you are saying things like men don't benefit from marriage, or men collect the low short end of the stick of the marriage, or women, if you're saying things like that, stay away from marriage. Do yourself a favor and stay away from marriage, so that we can let the poor,
let be poor breathe.
That's all I have for you today. I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Beautiful girl, sparkling night, I find a beautiful girl.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One loving up, we done enough.